There was a huge heist in London. Oh, $30 million heist. And the one thing that cracked the case, a penis. This is crazy.
Literal.
Let's go to some details here, because this heist began when Tamara Ecclestone, please, heir to the Ecclestone family fortune. She posted this Instagram pic flexing on her private jet because she's leaving town. Never do that. Never tell your Uber driver you're headed to the airport for 2 weeks. So let's go to some details here. On the night that they left, a gang of thieves broke into the family's home, located on a street referred to as Billionaires Row. The group was able to swipe around $30 million in cash, watches, and diamonds from the property. If you got that in your house, it's a different problem. CCTV footage caught the thieves on camera, and police started investigating. Here's some details about that too. They showed the group getting into one of London's famous black cabs. Detectives set about contacting the 1,006 taxi drivers who'd worked in that area on the night of the robbery, asking if they remembered picking up a group who matched the burglar's description. One driver said that he had, and provided information which led the investigators to a hotel called TLK Apartments. Really fast, just my thought. Imagine if you, in your $30,000 home, get busted into if the cops are gonna ask 1,006 cabs if they took someone around that night. They wouldn't. An employee at the hotel had a distinct memory of one of those guests though. One of the group had sent her colleague a string of lewd messages on the hotel's out of hours iPhone, one of which was a penis picture. Staff at the hotel even saved the man's number as weirdo. So the hotel photocopied that man's ID when he checked in. It was 23-year-old Italian man named Yugoslav Janovic. I hope I said that right. Once they had his identity, police were able to piece together Jovanovic's movements after entering the UK, and even found that his appearance matched that of a man caught on security cameras during the robberies carried out at the homes of other high-profile celebrities. Now this whole thing ended when Jovanovic and two of his associates being sent to jail. Of course, they caught up with them, arrested them. However, the mastermind is still on the loose. So this alleged mastermind, known by over a dozen aliases, is said to be still living as a free man after Serbian authorities refused extradition requests, of course. So there's that.
Okay, so I love this story in a couple of ways. First of all, the idiocy of the wealthy. Like, first of all, why do you have $30 million in your home? I know that you literally don't know where to put it because you have so much money. And then if we say, hey, why don't we raise taxes by 1%? They'll all go on TV and cry, why don't you care about us? They're like, where do we stuff this thing? And they're like, $30 million, here, stuff it here, right? And then they'll be like, hey, we're going on vacation. We're leaving behind our mansion with all the money stuffed in there. Oh, we got robbed? They're like literally shocked and chagrined. Okay, it reminded me of Javon Walker, the former NFL star, who was in Vegas and had all the diamond jewelry around him, and he's bragging about it. Remember that story, Jared? Okay, and then they
took someone home, yeah.
They robbed the crap out of him, right? And then afterwards, they interviewed him. He's like, oh no, I'm not wearing that stuff around anymore. Okay, and then of course the idiot robber, because they can't help themselves. They're like, first of all, what are you getting in a cab? It's called a metro. Okay, anyways, I don't want to give helpful tips to robbers, okay? And then, oh, here's a hot girl. Oh yeah, this'll work. Jesus, idiot.
I can't say the word, but this is another reason why you should never send Richard pics. Just don't send them. It's always a bad call, but my brain also went to $30 million. Why do you have $30 million worth of things in your house? They're probably not even worth that much. You can't probably eat that stuff. With $30 million, you could pay rent for 20,000 people for a month. So it's just insane, and it sucks that cops are better at catching these criminals and protecting property than they are at protecting people and keeping them 100%. Safe.
Yeah, that's my last comment too. I've been robbed several times. I go to the cops, they almost literally laugh in my face. But that money is worth more to me than the 30 million is to them. They're billionaires, right? But when you have a rich person complaining to the cops, all of a sudden, they're on it. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.